I'm going to run right at Aidan Hutchinson. I'm going to run at that kid, run at that kid, run at that kid, run at that kid. I'm going to wear that guy out. I'm going to run at him. I don't want him to get in third and long. Better not have a lot of 3 and outs right out of the gate because he will get to Jalen. They're going to move him around a lot too, by the way, from what I'm understanding. Thank you so much for coming aboard. We've had an absolutely fun time today. We really have, okay? Really have. I mean, 10 days out to the start of the NFL season. Please hit the like button. Thank you guys so much. Philly 500 was great. By the way, tomorrow's Ice Cube. We're going to talk some sports with our friend Ice Cube tomorrow. Huge fan. And I'm going to make a spin to him, and I'm going to make a bet with him tomorrow that the Eagles have more wins than his Raiders. And we'll see who's right. So Ice Cube will join us, I believe. I think he's going to join us in the first hour. So we'll talk with our friend then, and we appreciate him coming on with us as he always does. Big Sills, who's on the hot seat more, Jalen Hurts or Jonathan Gannon? Well, here's something to tell you that you know, and I've been saying this to you. Jonathan Gannon, in my opinion, he deserves not to be on the Eagle coaching staff as much as Jalen Reagor deserved not to be on the Eagles' 53-man roster. Okay? That's, to me, I just do not believe he's a good D coordinator. Okay, I don't. I just do not. I think he's the weak link on that coaching staff. I don't like his attitude. I don't like the way he thinks. Keep everything underneath. Come on, man. By the way, I've got the list of quarterbacks that have just been recently ranked by Bledsoe. I want to get to those. Also, it's great to see Miles Sanders and Jason Kelce were back on the practice field yesterday. I thought that was great. Oh, I got a conversation going with Chris Spielman yesterday. Chris Spielman is an executive with the Lions. Can I tell you what he said about one of your Eagle guys? You know, Dan, I'm really looking forward to Aidan Hutchinson playing against Jordan Mailata. I said, really? I go, why is that? He goes, Dan, I'll ask you your opinion on Jordan Mailata. What do you think his weakness is? Now, I didn't want to do this. I didn't want to give him a heads up on something that I know it's a weakness of Jordan Mailata's game. Okay? But I've known Chris for 30 years, and I told him. And he agreed. And this matchup is going to be very interesting to watch. Here's the deficiencies that I do think Mailata's getting better at, by the way. I saw him in training camp that he's working at it. Jordan Mailata against an effort guy who has a second and third move if the first move fails. If Jordan Mailata gets beat on that first move, he can't recover that hot. He's getting better at it. That comes with more playing time. If he gets you on the first move, which he does 80% of the time, but an effort player with more multiple moves that's in tremendous shape, that has an engine that no matter if you get stopped on the first move, he's going to get you potentially on the second and third move. There's very few guys in the NFL that have that kind of motor where they have 1, 2, 3 moves and they continue. You have to be in great shape for that. That's a constant motor. And Mailata if he gets beat on the first move, he's slow to recovery. You see that all the time on film. Like the pass rushers that get around him, he has a tough time sliding on getting back into position. Hey, GT, that's what I'm doing. Because with an effort guy, I'm going to run the ball right at that kid. Let's test out his mouthpiece. I completely agree with you. I'm going to run right at Aidan Hutchinson. I'm going to run at that kid, run at that kid, run at that kid, run at that kid. I'm going to wear that guy out. I'm going to run at him. I don't want him to get in third and long. Better not have a lot of 3 and outs right out of the gate because he will get to Jalen. They're going to move him around a lot too, by the way, from what I'm understanding. They haven't shown it too much in the exhibition season. I know Chris Spielman, though. They're going to move him up and down the line of scrimmage. I would say they're going to move him more to the wide side of the field, the way I was talking with Chris last night. And they're going to give him and line him up in a wide 9. You know how much you have to slide your feet? Lane's going to have to get his ass out there too, because he's going to be matched up against him a couple times because they're going to flip-flop him. Now, I said this to Xander before, and I'll say it to you guys. I watched that dude in that Georgia game in the Final Four. He got crushed by them Georgia Bulldog guys. I didn't see that guy. Okay? I haven't seen him. And so, they're telling me how great he looks and how good. He got killed in that semifinal game. Bulldogs took him out. He was a non-factor, and I don't even know if those tackles got drafted by Georgia. I'm not sure how high they went, but they crushed him. We'll see. Yeah, you line him up. These new wide 9s, Yale, they put you out there in space, and they make them tackles slide, man. To me, they're going to have to slide protect him, I think. Because from all intent and purposes, they're telling me that he's really looking good so far. We'll see. I mean, Susan, I saw that. Yeah. Trey Sermon ends up giving them a little bit more depth, but other than that, I really don't think that. Again, it's by committee. It's going to be by committee. Mailata will punish Hutchinson. Again, like I said about Mailata, you get him on the first move, he struggles on getting back into technique. And I think he's gotten better than last year. Last year, first moves beat him. Okay, last year, first moves beat him. Darren goes, not worried. I'm not either, but again, you better be in shape. That's my major concern that I have for the Eagles. Are they going to be in condition? Debbie, I love Mailata too, man. I love what he's accomplished in such a short period of time and making himself a guy who could be in Philadelphia for the next 15 years at that position. And you got him in the 7th round. Unbelievable. Larry Allen kind of stuff, finding a guy like that out there in the 7th round, a starter to boot. I am with you. I absolutely love Mailata too. I love his attitude. I love his passion. His quarterback gets hit on the sidelines. He's the first guy there to get his boys back. I love that all. I'd love that stuff. Nobody's going to take cheap shots at Jalen Hurts as long as Mailata's there. He's kind of like his Dave Schultz, isn't he? Jordan Mailata is like Jalen Hurts' Dave Schultz. You think you're going to kick Bobby Clark's ass? Well, guess what, dog? I'm here to tell you that ain't happening. Okay? That may be too old of a reference for some of you. I apologize. Okay? You probably don't even know who Dave Schultz is. Okay? Highway 68 will get it done. No worries, Andrew says. Mailata's above average moving backwards, but dominant moving forward. Yeah, but Gordon, I think he's gotten better. I think I watched him in camp, and I think he's improved getting back into technique when he gets beat on that first initial move. A lot of tackles struggle with that, and a lot of young tackles do. And what I mean by that is you're in front of the guy. He is so dominant when he gets his hands on you. But if a guy gets over him and he's by him, he struggles at sliding that foot and getting that hand back out around and back into position. A lot of guys, that's a hard technique, especially when you got a guy who's 6'7". That's going to be, I'll tell you, one of the weird things about Aidan Hutchinson, we had Lomas Brown on the other day. Lomas is 6'6". Lomas goes, I can't believe how tall he is. Hutchinson's like 6'7.5". This guy's going to look Jordan Mailata in the eye. I mean, he's a big dude, man. Okay? Big dude.